Hey everybody, my name is Nataly from Toronto. I'm gonna show you right now how to make baklava. So we have here almost a cup of melted butter. We have here cup of walnuts with a quarter cup of sugar to the taste. Again, if you like it more sugary, you can have it more sugary. And we have pinch of cinnamon ground in it. And we have the baklava sheets. You can buy them ready ones. And each sheet is very fragile and very thin, as you can see. So you need to keep them covered just so it doesn't dry out. Otherwise it will dry out so fast. And basically we're gonna start. So we're gonna put a layer of butter, layer of baklava sheets, another layer of butter until we're halfway through the sheet trays. And then we're gonna layer good amount of the walnuts, probably all of it. And then another couple of layers. Then we will cut them into squares or triangles, however you prefer them. And we will cooking it on 350. Here's the thing. I don't want to say 10 minutes or 15 minutes until it's golden brown, the top part of it. So it might take 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It depends on your oven also. If your oven is not electronic, it's gas ones, it will take less time. And then once it's done, we will be putting on it simple syrup, which is my simple syrup recipe is 2 cups of sugar with 1 cup of water on the pot, on the stove. Bring it to a boil. At the end, squeeze of lemon juice. It gives that a little bit of flavor. Some people, they use rose water in it. I don't like using rose water in mine. I prefer it without rose water. So, here we go. Make sure your butter is always warm, just so it's better when it's warm, the butter. You need to, the bottom layer, make sure that you're going to the sides, just so it doesn't stick when you're when you're cooking the baklava sheets. Otherwise, it will get stuck and it's gonna be hard to take it off. This sheet, it comes bigger. I cut it in half, guys.
What is it exactly?
So basically, the name of it, it's we call it in Arabic raqaiq. You can find it in the Middle Eastern grocery stores. It's literally called baklava sheets or raqaiq sheets. So it's basically phyllo sheets, but those are not the ones that they rip them. So they use it for, you can even do cheese in it actually, rolled cheese roll. It's like the spring roll ones, but it's the Middle Eastern one. And it comes rolled. You just cut it in half when you, depends on your tray. Some trays are bigger than the other ones. At this point, you don't have to put too much butter, just because it's already the middle part has. Just nicely, gently. If you're fast, you don't need to wrap it, the top, but if you're not fast, you need to. So in Middle East, they make this one big trays. So the middle, you can have walnuts, some pistachio, or mix.
And about how many layers is the base?
Right now, it depends. You can do 8, 10, 20, how many you like. Right now, maybe I'm on the, I didn't count them to be honest, 8 layers. Yeah, you can go 4 by 4, 8 by 8, but we are not going to use probably all of it. We'll see.
Where did you learn to make baklava?
I was watching, I don't know, random YouTube video, and I'm and it was pandemic. I'm let me make some baklava. And it was close to Christmas time. So, Christmas walnuts, I don't know. And then I'm let me do it. And I love knafe. Knafe is my favorite, to be honest. And with the cheese one especially, that salty, cheesy flavor. I just love it. So I am I know how to make knafe. And knafe and baklava, they're kind of the cousins that they don't get along, I feel. There's always, if you go Middle East, and if you go especially during holidays, and then you see knafe and baklava together. Either people, they have the knafe, either they will have baklava. There isn't one of it. But then I've been during holidays, so I did special. Like, why not to have both of them? So the knafe I did with cheese, and the baklava I did with walnuts. So you don't have the, you know, like you're gonna have both of them because people, they love the cheese of the knafe and the walnuts. So I learned it here myself. The knafe though, I learned it from my mom. So right now I'm like feeling that I'm gonna put it, and probably I'm gonna use all of it, honestly. Let's see. I have a feeling I will be using all of it. We'll see. Just kind of like layer them in the middle, and then I go from there to the side. Yeah, probably we will. Okay. This is if it's too big. You don't want to like have it in just because it's too big. So I try to avoid the sides just so you don't want to like comes out too much, but like you can feel it. Yeah, I avoid the side, and the side you don't have to serve it, you know, you can eat it. And I like the sides more. I like that crunchy dough flavor. It's like when you eat pizza, I like the crust. I know not everybody loves it, but I like the crust. So I'm just gonna try to like make it even. Here we go. But the first layer that you're going to put back on, you need to put butter the other side and then the other side too. You can't put butter on the walnuts because you don't want your brush to be walnuts. So you just like press it a bit, just so like the butter it's sticking to the walnuts. All right, I think, no, we will not use, like probably another 2-3 layers. No, 4-5 layers, sorry, and then that's it. And then butter will be done too. All right, let's start cutting. Right. All right, we're gonna start cutting. Okay, you go like this, then we are going to do triangle, and like it's more traditional. Sorry. So basically, you're cutting it all the way. So you go twice, just so you make sure that is the bottom it's cut, and use your judgment. I'm not good with math. I don't want to say it's 9-inch or 6-inch. All right, we're gonna go now opposite. All right, one more, then it can go to the oven. When you use it like with a sheet tray, it's very awkward to cut something, but this is the best one to bake stuff in it. I don't know, for some reason, the stainless steel, it gives like coloring more when you're baking something. So now that we cut right now, guys, we're gonna go in the oven, 350, until it's golden brown. Obviously, you're gonna bake the bottom and you're gonna bake the top for a bit also. We're going in the oven. So baklava was 350, as we know, baking. The last 1 minute, once it starts already golden browning the top, we had to like broil it for another minute or two until it was this color. And make sure your simple syrup, it needs to be cold. It cannot be like, you have to make the simple syrup the first thing before you making baklava, or you have it from the fridge, no problem. And then once it comes out of the oven, you're just gonna start basically pour the syrup on it. It's not necessary to use all of it, like, but you need to make sure that it's covered all over it. I go this much. I rather have, it's like the salt. If you put less salt, it's easy to fix, right? You just add salt on it. If it's a little bit less sugar, it's easy to fix also. You can add more simple syrup on it. Now, here we go. 2 pieces. And this is our baklava. As you can see, it's like crunchy on the top and soft in the middle and on the sides. You can garnish it with some pistachio if you have, some crushed more walnuts if you have, or you don't have to garnish, it's not necessary. Yeah? Anushillah.
Welcome to Learn the Dish.
My name is Miran.
My name is Ani.
My name is Silva.
The best way to get to know a people is through their food.
Today I'm going to show you how to make tabbouleh.
I'm going to show you how to make mantı.
One of our specialties here is Armenian coffee.
We're building a community to share the traditional dishes just like your grandma used to make.
Everybody would come and ask me for mantı.
Always super proud to serve here.
Come with us. Share your recipes too. And maybe learn the dish.
Enjoy.